Saeed, first loss under Rangnick. On a game where you see Phil Jones in the starting lineup, all the talk was about Phil Jones. Oh, what's he going to do? Oh, why the state of the club, Phil Jones? I tell you what, mate, that's the least of our worries.
Disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. Before I start, mate, congratulations to Wolves, played us off the park. You know what? Good manager, good team. Congratulations, unbelievable fans, and hats off to them. David De Gea and Phil Jones, the rest of them, mate, fucking shite, mate. Absolutely fucking shite, mate. I said to you 2 years ago, we was on at Newcastle away, I said sell them all and reset again. It's the same logic for these lot, mate. Some of them flex, man, they're not good enough to wear that shirt, mate. They're not good enough, man. They don't have it, man. They don't have the minerals to play for Man United Football Club. They're cowards, mate. They're absolutely cowards, flex, man. Some of them haven't got the bottle to play for Man United Football Club. Some of them, you know, cowardly avoiding tackles, mate. The basic principles of Man United Football Club, to give it your all, mate, they don't have it, mate. So some of them can go fuck off, mate. I'm telling you right now, flex, man. Some of them, yeah, are not good enough to play for this football club. We're looking at Wolves. I bopped off the park. Podence is playing like Hazard. Seriously, man, Podence is playing like Hazard. What is going on with this football club? Where is the midfield?
Non-existent today. Non-existent.
Listen, mate, we talk about all this here, and we thought, after all, mate, listen, it's the same old shit, it's a different manager. You know, when you look at an identity, right, and things will get better. Well, will it get better? I don't think it will. I think, you know what, yeah, it'll get worse. Because some of them, yeah, lack any principles to be a footballer. Football intelligence, flex, yeah, non-existent, mate. Rashford comes on the pitch, yeah, and in the first 5 minutes he gives the ball away like that. He's meant to be on 200 grand a week, and we're not seeing nothing. It's like he's not asked. He's putting his head down, and I'm thinking, come on, mate, we're playing Premier League here. Where's the fight? Where's the desire to play for Man United?
Across the pitch as well, with the intensity. I mean, away from Rashford, we'll get back to that, but he was only on the pitch for a short time.
But that's
what about the
flex?
Yeah,
it summed it up, man. Some of them, yeah, have been given a lot of wages, yeah, and some of them are not showing the basic principles, yeah, of playing for the fans out there, mate. The fans are coming out here tonight, yeah, and they're not even putting in the work in. Where's the pressing? The manager's on the touchline, yeah. He can only do so much. It's you out there to go and apply yourselves, man. And none of these players are applying themselves, mate. And do you know what? Whoever wants to leave, go leave, mate. I'm serious right now, man. I don't care who it is now, yeah? If you don't want to play, yeah, for this football club, leave right now, mate. People moaning that they don't want to train at 5 o'clock. Who are these lot to tell us that, man? Who are you to tell us you don't want to train at 5 o'clock, mate? You play for the biggest football club in the fucking world, mate, yeah? You play when you want to play. You play when we tell you to play. How about that, man? Nah, seriously, man. You know what, yeah? Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah, I tried to diminish this, yeah. I tried to say, you know what? I'm dismissing all this shit, yeah. And I'm going, you know what? There's good players out there. I got it wrong, mate. Some of them are shite, mate. I'm telling you right now.
Is this what Roy Keane used to say? When he said the players will get the man?
Yes.
They're cowards, they're this, they're that.
Yes, they are, man.
Soft,
because at the end of the day, yeah, there's some soft underbellies in that team, mate, that don't want to fight, that don't want to put a press in, that don't want to put a tackle in, yeah. And these are the simple principles of football, mate. You put in a tackle, you show you want to be up for it, you show a bit of hunger. There's no hunger from these lot. It's like, you know what, we'll go out there, yeah, and we're better than Wolves. There's no divine right, yeah, to be better than any team in this Premier League, yeah, because you have to apply yourself. Minimum application of fighting for the badge, of simple things, of running with intent. There's no running with intent. They're almost just coasting around. And Ralph Rangnick, I'm sorry, yeah.
Who was the best player on the pitch today?
Listen, nobody. Phil Jones. And that tells a lot. Phil Jones, yeah, listen. You know what, yeah, I got it wrong, man. I came in this pitch, yeah, thinking about Phil Jones. Listen, this is what's going on right now. There's almost arguments, yeah, and we've not even started, flex. You know, listen, it's all a pot, mate. It's all a mess, yeah. And the fans are fighting now here, yeah. Because for me, yeah, it's something that's going on right here. There's either players, yeah, have gone against the manager, or the manager isn't getting control of the players. One thing or another, this needs to be controlled right now, because the season is spiraling out of control, mate. The season could be done by January, February.
Could this not be a blip? Could this not be, you know, you roll on Villa next week, the lads can find a performance, a win, most importantly. Ralph, maybe, you know, he's saying Villa will turn us over like this.
Listen, he's right. Villa will turn us over like this. And I'm looking at simple things of, you know what, you're showing a bit of press. Listen, mate, things are not working right now. The Ronaldo thing's becoming a problem. I'll be real with you right now. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we can't play to Ronaldo. He either plays with the team or we find a way, mate. Because you know what, I was blind to it and I said, you know what, Ronaldo ain't the problem. But you know what, it could be a problem. Because you know why? That front two isn't working. And Cavani's doing a lot of dog work for Ronaldo, and Ronaldo ain't doing nothing. I'll be real with you, man. Ronaldo ain't doing nothing. And you know why? It's because we're clueless. You know, we're bringing on Rashford, and then he goes on the right-hand side, he does nothing. We're taking off Greenwood. For me, Ralph Rangnick, you got it wrong, mate. I'll say it live on air, mate. Ralph Rangnick got that wrong. And for me, you have to be critical in what he does, and you have to be fair in your judgment. Ralph Rangnick got that wrong. Greenwood should never have been off. It was best player.
Trafford thought that too. The boos were ringing out.
Listen, I booed because I was like, Ralph Rangnick, mate, that's not right, mate. But you know what? Bruno came on. He had a little bit of an impact. I thought he made the ball quick enough. But you know what? Yeah. We've overestimated, and we've over kind of hyped some of these lot. I'd be really honest with you, yeah. Some of them, yeah, are not good enough, mate. They'll have one good game like McTominay, and the next time is shit. You'll have Matic who's past his best. You got players on the bench who are not even in the team. You got players who have been playing well in Dalot, and he's not playing because Wan-Bissaka is solid defensively. This is the football club right now. We're in a mess, mate. Because you know why? And I'll tell you why we're in a mess here. Because right now there's nothing going on. There is no signs of improvement. And do you know what, mate? It looks like it's going backwards. I'll be real with you. And you know what it is here for me? I always judge performances, right? Because I look at performance and I say, is there any intent to win? Is there a desire to win, Flex? And I see none of that.
Ralph keeps talking about it in every single press conference he has, pre and post. And that's what's making it worse. How many times can he talk about control, intensity, physicality, balance, all these key words?
Flex, because they're not good enough. Half of them should be sold, man. I'm serious. If they're not willing to train, if they're not willing to learn, Flex, half of them sell the whole lot, and I'll start again. People talk about rebuild, I'll start again because I want people playing for this football club. I don't want people who are half-hearted. I don't want people who say, I'm collecting my wage at the end of the week. I want people who are ready to play for this football club. And if they're ready, yeah, we're going to be alongside them. We're going to be with them every step of the way because we want that. But if there's no application from these players and there's no kind of almost hunger to press, you know, and I'm seeing Matic next to McTominay and then Donny van der Beek, half of these players don't want to be here, and the ones that want to be here are not playing. Can someone make that sense? Listen, I look at certain games. Will we beat Brighton? Is Brighton at home an easy game?
No.
Is Brentford at home an easy game? I don't think it is. And do you know what, yeah? I think top four, mate, is going to be a struggle. And I think for me, some of these players, for me, I keep saying it again, they're a mismatch. They really are a mismatch, man. They're from 2-3 years of managers. You know, you're looking at Phil Jones. Nothing against Phil Jones, yeah, but Phil Jones is starting alongside Varane. Should that have ever happened at United Football Club? No. But it's everything is accumulated. The board, mate, honestly, man, they've let this happen. And do you know what? When I look at Man City, yeah, we're 10 years behind them. I said it to you so many times ago. We are 10 years behind them. And this football club, if it doesn't act right now, mate, it could spiral out of control. We need midfielders. We need a back. You know, we need a midfielders heavily, mate, because we're getting outnumbered and we're getting outfoxed by Wolverhampton, mate.
We're getting outworked by teams.
You know, shame on me for doubting who Neves was, mate. That's what you call a midfielder. Moutinho is 36 and he's bossing Matic, who's supposed to be about 3 years younger than him. He's bossing McTominay. You know, we don't have intelligent footballers, you know. We have hit and run. We have, you know, pace merchants. We have people who just, you know, a bit of fear passion merchants, and that's it. That's all we have. We don't have a player like Moutinho, clever on the ball, using his abilities. He knows he hasn't got the pace, but you know what? He's got intelligence up there. You haven't got someone who comes in the pitch and just gives the ball away. There's a demand from Wolves players.
Also the system, though. I looked at the Wolves team and they knew what they were doing from back to front. They were difficult to break down. And I looked at the wing backs of Wolves, keeping us pinned in. We were in this narrow formation, and we struggled. We struggled for long periods.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Listen, for me, yeah, I blame the players, yeah, But sir, we can't all lose out. It's something that has to change. The formation, I'm not sure about it. Sancho, for me, in that first half, he looked nervous. He looked scared.
I thought he looked quite good in the first half.
I don't know, man.
He was trying
little things.
But the more the game went on, it was like...
He did bits, but I'm talking about, you know, in terms of, for me, he don't suit the team because they're all trying to run in behind, and it's like, we need to have a give and go. And Ronaldo's wants... Of course he needs time, but we need to work alongside.
Before you've got it, he has said a lot of other players before you got here, to be fair. Yeah.
He needs time also, but he needs players that can combine with him. He needs players that are on his wavelength. I look at Sancho, right? Shaw isn't overlapping. Ronaldo wants everything to feet, and then you've got Cavani who's too deep. Something's not working in that middle of the part there. And Ralph Rangnick, for me, has to almost change that. But then can he change that? You know, in terms of Ronaldo, it's almost a certain starter. Has the manager said, you know what, has he got the kind of cojones to say, you know, Ronaldo, you don't suit the system? And I think Man United have to go back to drawing board. The system needs to be first, then the players complement the system. It's always been like that for football. We've been watching football for how many years? The system complements everything. And right now, we don't have players that complement. Can you give me 1 second? Give me some. Can you give me 1 second? You'll have your interview as well. You got your interview as well. But you know what I'm trying to say to you? In terms of what we need to do right now, for me, is it a 4-3-3? Is it a 4-3-2-1? We don't know yet. But right now, forget about system, yeah? Players at the minute right now are not even, you know, adhering to the basics, and that is a problem right now. We'll see. Aston Villa, not going to be easy.